Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine. Let's start our lesson with the name of Almighty Allah. Students, I hope your previous concepts are clear. The topic we are going to discuss today is multiplication of decimals. To start exercise, I want to clear few points regarding the question. The first point is 0.260 is equals to 0.26. Ending 0 after the decimal part is meaningless. We mostly put it to make like decimals. Point 2. 0.206 is equals to 0.206. Here 0 is in between 2 and 6. We can't neglect it. Here its value is important. 0.24 is equals to 2.24. As we know that in whole numbers we have discussed 9 is equals to 9. If there is 0 before whole number, we write the number as it is except 0. Like 099, we write it as 99 instead of 099. 0.45 is equals to 0.45. Here whole part is 0. There is no need of two zeros here. 1 0 is enough to locate decimal point. To discuss this slide, let's move to the next slide. This is the concept of division of decimal numbers by multiples of 10, 100 or 1000. First example is 752.3 divided by 10. Students, we have already discussed it. When there is 10 in denominator, how many zeros are there? 1 0. So we put decimal to the left side, only one digit, because there is only 1 0 in the denominator. So it becomes 75.23. Similarly, in second example, 752.3 divided by 100, as there are two zeros, so we will move to the left side two digits, 7.523. 752.3 divided by 1000 is equals to 0.7523. We move three digits to the left side because there are three zeros. Now come to this point. 3/10 means 3 over 10 is equals to 0.3. There is no decimal in this number, so look at the numerator. There is 3 only. Suppose decimal from the last. How many zeros are there? Only 1 in the denominator, so I move to the left side only one digit, so it becomes 0.3. Here 0 is right to locate the decimal point. 7 hundredths is equals to 7 divided by 100. We move 2 digits to the left side, 7 and 0. Why I did it? Because there is only 7 in the numerator. So I move 1 point to the left side, but there are two zeros in the denominator. To complete the other zero, I put 0 before 7. So it becomes 0.07. 8 thousandths is equals to 8 over 1000. So now I move.
Take a look at how to write fractions as decimals. We'll start with an easy example where the fraction has a 10, 100, or 1000 as the denominator. These fractions are called base 10 fractions. We can say that the denominator is a multiple of 10, so it can be 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. Let's convert 8 over 10 to a decimal using the place value chart. 8 over 10 is also known as 8 tenths, so we write the numerator, 8, into the tenths column. Next, we place the decimal point between the ones and the tenths column. Lastly, we put the 0 in the ones column. We can also convert fractions to decimals using a different method. First, we write down the numerator. Next, we check the denominator to see how many zeros we're working with. If you have just one zero, we move the decimal point over to the left one digit. So we have 0.8. Let's do another example. 57 over 100. We can also say 57 hundredths. We need to write 57 so that the last digit appears in the hundredths column. So the 7 goes in the hundredths column and the 5 goes in the tenths column. Then we place the decimal point and we add the 0. Now let's convert using the second method. First, we copy the numerator. Next, we check how many zeros are in the denominator. We have 2 zeros, so we move the decimal point 2 digits. Now let's do another example. 652 over 1,000. We can also say 652 thousandths. So we need to write 652 so that the last digit appears in the thousandths column. So we write the 2 in the thousandths column, a 5 in the hundredths column, and a 6 in the tenths column. Then we place our decimal point and add the 0. Let's convert using the second method. Rewrite the numerator. Count the zeros. 1, 2, 3. So we move the decimal point from right to left, counting 3 spaces.
8. Now let's start our exercise number 5.4, page number 79. Question number 1 is find the product and write the answer in decimals. B part, 13 multiplied by 2 tenths. Basically a whole number is multiply a decimal number. 2 tenths is equals to 0.2 because tenths means divided by 10, so it's 2 tenths. It means 2 over 10, which is equals to 0.2. 13 multiply 0.2. We did it the same as we have done in whole numbers multiplication. So at the last, when we add the answer, which is also known as product, 6 2 plus 0 is equals to 2 and 0 as it is. How many decimal places are there in multiplicand and multiplier? There is only one, so I put decimal to the left side, only 1 point. 2.6 means 2.6 because in whole number part, when zero comes to the number, we just neglect it. 5 multiplied by 800. 800 means 8 divided by 100, which is equals to 0.08. 0.08 multiplied by 5. Now I put 0.08 first and then 5. Why? Because there are more number of digits in 0.08, so I write it as first, and single digit or small number of digit will be come as a multiply to make our multiplication easier. 5 8s are 40. 0 4, which is above the 0, and when this case comes, 5 multiply 0 is equals to 0 and 4 as it is. 5 zeros are 0. 0.40 is equals to 0.4. When there is any number above the 0, we write it as it is. 6 multiplied 22 thousandths. 22 thousandths is equals to 22 over 1000, which is equals to 0.022. There are more number of digits in 0.022, so I write it first and 6 as a multiplier. So 6 multiplied by 2 is equals to 12. 2 and 1 will be on 2. 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2 is equals to 12, and plus 1 is equals to 13. 6 now will be multiplied by 0, so there is 1 above the 0, so I write it as it is, and 6 multiplied by 0 is equals to 0. How many decimal places are here? Here are 3 decimal places, so we move 3 decimal places to the left to the right to the left side, so it becomes 0.132. Students, I hope I have made your concept clear. So try a few parts of this question, which I have also mentioned in your diary. It's solve question number 1, A, D and F part from exercise number 5.4, page number 700, page number 79 on your notebook.